I grew up in really poverty circumstances on an Indian reservation. And so as a child, I maybe had some crayons, but there wasn't much in the way of paper and art supplies. But it was a very creative beginning because it was wild, it was on the high desert, it was in the, there were lots of good things about it. And after all, art comes through the spirit. So the crayons aren't the real issue. It's whether or not you can keep your spirit alive. So in school, my teachers recognized in grade school that I was a good artist. And basically, I feel like a grassroots artist. I taught myself. I do a lot of abstract. I use acrylics mostly on canvas. Most recently, I have always used a little bit of fabric. And when I started to put it on, I thought, oh, this is interesting because it's a different way of seeing. When you put paint on, it's flat, it's a certain color. When you put fabric on, you've got to deal with all the patterns interacting with each other. So it's a whole different way of seeing. I have a tendency not to just do all the same thing all the time. I will go through different facets. I've also done paper mache. I monkey with pens every day, and so I do a lot of different things, yeah. There are a couple of things that have happened for me in the motivation. I've done a lot of work in the dream state. And so there have been times when I have dreamed of painting. And so I woke up and painted it. I don't paint from the outer. It's not like I go out and look at the mountains and paint the mountains. I paint from the inner, which inside out rather than outside in. Usually my motivation is that it makes me feel good. I feel positive, I feel energetic, I feel healthy when I paint. And one of the things that artists are more healthy because they paint, and the reason being that they get away from their mind. And the mind is a tyrant master. You can get away from it through creativity, but if you can't get away from it, it'll get you. And it'll get you because you'll get sick, you will be unhappy, blah, 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 So creativity is almost like it's better than medication. And if people knew how much energy painting could bring to their lives, they would be lined up at our doors waiting with their checkbooks. The purpose is connection. The purpose is connection, because we are all one. Feminine energy has been repressed in our world. So I paint about it. I believe that the return of the feminine energy is what will save us as humankind, because what we need to return to is compassion and living life through the heart, because we all have both male and female energy in us. But the female energy tends to be repressed in the male, and the male energy repressed in the female. So what we're striving for as individuals is balance. And the art manages to do that. And my purpose is that I want somebody to look at my art and say, oh, and feel something, and know that we are all connected. So it's just like a thread. Art is just like a thread that just connects people. And so that's what I hope for when people are walking by an exhibit of my art. It's about frequency. If you want to live a good life, a happy life, a fun life, a loving life, all the things that we all aspire to, it's the frequency that we're talking about. And art raises the frequency.